laughter is sometimes so uncontrollable that I once burst out laughing in the middle of a serious meeting with my teacher. Ask me why? Because my friend accidentally bumped her head into an unfortunate pillow. I knew I shouldn't be laughing, but I could not help it. And my teacher eventually ended up laughing with me. Or at my unique laugh? Who knows? But I have often wondered, what if laughter isn't just a sound? What if laughter is something deeper, something more meaningful? I find these questions fascinating because I always assure my friends that having a weird laugh isn't a sign of craziness. It's natural. Yet, every time they message me, they send videos with titles like, How to Laugh Properly. Alright, where do those funny sounds come from? Well, when we laugh, our diaphragm and intercostal muscles contract rhythmically. This action expels air from our lungs, producing the sound of laughter. Simultaneously, our brains also release feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. You can think of it as a mini workout for your respiratory system. So congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You are getting a workout while chilling out with your friends or while you are listening me talk. Now, imagine sitting with your loved ones and watching a stand-up comedy. Make it very clear you are not just laughing at the jokes crowd. You are strengthening bonds. Just raise your hands if you joined us here thinking you'd laugh together and that on the way back home you'd have thoughts to ponder and absolutely a few bonds to cherish. And guess what? That's the fuel behind our talks. Yeah, the laughter element. Robert Rubin's research proves that shared laughter increases feelings of similarity and connection. It also signals inclusion within a group. Isn't that interesting? Okay, let's dive into the weirdest combination I've ever come across. Laughter and leadership. I mean, who would have thought these two could go together? So, I did a little research and it turns out that laughter is a secret leadership tool. Shocked, right? Stick with me and I'll show you how mind-blowing it is. Picture this. You are in class and your usually super serious teacher is explaining something confusing. Say work energy theorem. The whole class is silently freaking out. Then, out of nowhere, the teacher cracks a joke about how even the textbook is trying to escape. And suddenly, everyone is laughing. Just like that, the tension is gone and the class feels more relaxed. Laughter builds trust. Leaders who can laugh at their teams aren't just bosses, but real people. It reduces stress because that's certainly not a trait of cool leaders, right? And get this, laughter sparks creativity. A study from Lund University, Sweden, even found that laughter promotes cooperation and helps people manage in high stress environments. You can see this in action in workplaces, community groups, or even kids' activity clubs, where collaboration is a must. Laughter helps people feel comfortable enough to engage with each other and work together more effectively. All thanks to the little beanbag of our brain, Mr. Endorphin, who activates those areas of the brain responsible for social bonding. Now I get why some people always insist on slipping in some humor during their meetings or sessions. Because they are a pro. Those people are considered the laughter ambassadors of their group. Finally, laughter strengthens team bonds. Teams that laugh together work together more effectively. If you don't believe me, ask my team members after the event. Me and my team, yeah, we are the best in school. Isn't that right?
Yes!
They say a great leader leads by example. Well, I lead by laughing. It's the laughing from the front strategy that works every time. And it's not just in teams that laughter creates connections. Humor is bridging gaps in places where it seems impossible. For example, between Israel and Palestine. Yes, you heard me right. Humor acting as a peace building tool. But some Israeli and Palestinian comedians have found common grounds. They joke, seriously joke, about the shared absurdities of daily life under conflict, pointing out the ironies of the situation. Trust me, it shows how laughter can break through any familiar barrier. But still, the question remains, why do we all laugh so differently? In my own circle, if I tell you, the way we laugh varies a lot. I've already told about mine, and my best friend's laughter is completely opposite. They say opposites attract, and in this case, it's true. She laughs as if she's paying to let her giggle escape. Basically, laughter is tied to emotional states. A nervous laugh tends to sound strained or forced, while genuine, joyful laughter, as I mostly do, tends to be freer and louder. Let me ask you, how you laugh with your buddies or people you're not as familiar with? I know, it's not the same every time. Because we humans are not like chimpanzees. We adjust our laughter depending on who we are with. Laughing with close friends might sound carefree and uninhibited, while laughter in a formal meeting might be more restrained. Over time, we develop laughter patterns that reflect the people and environments we are surrounded by. So, someone raised in a loud, expressive family like mine might adopt a similar style, while someone from a quieter background might have a more controlled, sophisticated laugh, like my best friend. Friends, for me, laughter is just like a magnet, and I am the iron piece lying near it, all ready to stick to it no matter what happens. Moving on to laughter styles across the globe. As I said earlier, different communities shaped by culture and environment express laughter in their unique ways. For example, in Japan, people have the classic sound, which is typically high pitched and soft. Their concept of tatemai and honne, that is true feelings versus public appearance, influences how they laugh. In public, may laugh quietly to keep social harmony, but with close friends, it very easily becomes more natural. It tends to be polite, not as loud as in some Western cultures. Turning our attention to Nordic countries like Finland, Sweden, and Denmark. Laughter varies, and tends to be more reserved, drier, and may have irony or sarcasm, especially in Finland. Finns are known for their unique sense of humor. Beware of that. But here comes the endearing part. Despite laughing less in formal meetings, they use humor to convey trust or appreciation. See, laughter can sometimes be awkward, but still shows a warm bond. Now, let's talk about India. Hear me out. From Kanyakumari to Kashmir and from Run of Kutch to Arunachal Pradesh, our laughter is everywhere, like butter chicken and naan in an Indian restaurant. It's present in Bollywood films, family gatherings, and festivals. Overall, the average Indian might laugh somewhere between 5,000 and 7,000 times a year, which is a rather good number. The community-based aspect of laughter is emphasized in India, and people here engage in group laughter to shape their bonds. Let me ask you, what can you hear while passing by a marriage lawn or any party room? Laughter, right? Because in India, even uninvited guests are welcomed with open arms and a hearty laugh. This brings me to a fun fact which seriously intrigued the veins of my heart. You can become Sherlock Holmes. I mean, you can detect friendship through laughter. A study from University of California found that people can identify pairs of friends just by laughter almost 61% of the time. Isn't that fascinating enough? So to verify this is actually true, I let out a small survey. And hey, it does work. Remember, we started this whole thing with my chaotic laugh, and now here we are. But before I leave the stage, I want to share one last thought with you. Laughter, it's your unique signature. Seriously, it's not just a sound, it's the mark you make in the world. It's personal, it's powerful, and it is profoundly social. Think about it. Laughter has been studied, talked about, picked apart for nearly 90 decades. And in all that time, scientists, philosophers, you name it, they've all tried to figure it out. But here's the thing, no matter how much we analyze it, each of us feels it differently. For some people, it's a burst of joy. For others, a nervous reaction. And for me, it's a unique signature. No matter how it sounds, how someone else reacts to it, your laughter belongs to you, shaped by everything you have lived. Your culture, your relationships, your experiences. Laughter is the glue. It's how we bond with friends, how we ease tension in a room. It cuts across language, across cultures, even across conflict areas. You can hear it in the late night laughs between friends doing absolutely nothing. You hear it when teams are working together, when someone breaks the ice in a meeting with an awkward chuckle, or even in those small moments of humor shared between people from places that have every reason not to get along. Laughter connects us. And in the end, that's what makes it so powerful. So next time you laugh, whether it's a quiet giggle or an uncontrollable burst, remember, you are not just expressing joy, you are typing Ctrl+SCL. Shaping relationships, creating connections, and leaving a piece of you with everyone around you. That's my personal shortcut key, a cheat code for what laughter really does behind the scenes. Friends, your laughter is a reminder that despite our differences, we are all united by something very simple, something universal, and something human. It's a way to keep your ethnicity alive and, of course, your identity intact. With every laugh, a piece of your story lives on. So next time you laugh, don't forget to type your Ctrl+SCL and laugh loudly, laugh proudly, and yes, laugh genuinely. As I finally bid you goodbye, I leave you with the timeless words of Victor Watch. Laughter is the shortest distance between two people. Keep laughing and thank you.